Peace, peace, y'all. Welcome to today's mathematics with your girl Sunshine Monet L. Today is 668. We in a double six today, y'all. I don't know why everybody gets so wrapped up in 6 being a demon number. But you know, Mercury do be on demon time. There's horns on the symbol for a reason. You hear me? Anyway, but 6 is the day of daily routine, your moral and integral code. And I guess that's why, 6 can be associated with demon time. Because if your moral and integral code is a little low, that 6 can be a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? 6 deal with the energy of equality. This is the energy of the crossroads of Legua. Ain't really too much good or bad. I don't do good or bad conversations because I feel like all of that is subjective and objective to your reality. You have the power to bend light and darkness to where however way you want to in your reality to make it fit your personal moral and integral code. Now, do that align with me and mine? It might not. But you're entitled to that, just like I'm entitled to this over here. And, there's some people who feel entitled to condemn everybody for what they choose. And that's what we got going on. But anyway, so that's the number of the 6. We're talking about invocation today. Communication, your throat chakra energy is heavy here. How you listen, how you speak, how you teach, how you learn. That is what's very, very important. Them 2 6s come together and they make 12. 1 and 2 having knowledge and wisdom. And when they come together, what do they make? Understanding, expression of that said knowledge and wisdom. Ashe. So you got that taking initiative energy with your bonds, your contracts, harmonizing things into your space, paying attention to your interpersonal relationships. So once you start doing all that work on yourself and what you want to put in your daily routine and stuff like that, then interpersonal relationships start to come into play. How can other people support you? How can certain relationships in your space support you? How can certain business alliances support you? Some of you guys, y'all want to do everything by yourself, but you're not supposed to. And so hopefully this 6 puts you into spaces where you really learn that, not really supposed to be doing all this shit by myself. It's supposed to be a community, but it's not taking away from me and my personal life. It shouldn't take away. If you are attracting people in your community that are trying to take away from your personal light for the collective, then that ain't the group. Them niggas is weird. It shouldn't take away from your personal light to be a part of a collective. It shouldn't. And if anybody is bringing you into a space where they're telling you that shit, they ain't no better than this melting pot bullshit America. And it's like, cut my uniqueness, change my snowflake pattern to what? To your 6, right? Yeah, there's a lot of people who feel morally and integrally intact telling other people how to, be more like them. If you're not more like me, you're not spiritual. You're not this, you're not that. You don't belong in this club. And the whole point is walking your authenticity. Stop going outside of yourself to find out what morality is, what integrity is, what having, a sense of pride is, what the magic of manifesting is, what's good for you. Stop going out of yourself for other people to tell you what's good for you. Pay attention to yourself and do what's good for you, and everything else is going to follow. You're going to be around the people that you should be around. You're going to have the experiences you're supposed to have and all those things. Are you going to like all of them? Probably not. But at least you see, okay, when I engage in this kind of activity or behavior, when I have these kind of habits or routine, when I prioritize things in this kind of way, these things happen. That is the power of the knowledge and wisdom coming into understanding from putting those 2 6s together. So we're going to take that 3 and we're going to put it into the year of 8. This is the year of transformation, the year of the solar plexus chakra, enforcement of our internal law. Where are you in the space of enforcement, right? And of course, we got universal laws that are above us, laws that some of us don't really know because man ain't sit down and make them. And I personally believe that anything I could sit down and read that was written by one of y'all, I'm good off that. The universe got a set of laws, and we all innately know what these set of laws are. We all innately know what to do and what not to do, despite what other people feel compelled to write on a piece of paper to, invoke people or, bond people to or whatever the fuck. The universe has its own laws, and for those who have been going against it, trust and believe that in the transit that Pluto and Aquarius, Capricorn energy is going to, make right. Ashe, ashe. Okay, so that's all 8 energy. That 3 comes into 8. So you're going to take that expression of your knowledge and wisdom that you got from really paying attention to your 6s, and you're going to put it into your solar plexus, And it's going to bring yourself to a space of mastery. When we're at an 11, we're at a space of mastery that like you do for self, and it's an inspiration to others. It's motivational to others. It's informational to others. People are watching when we're at an 11. That comes back down to 2. Paying attention to your interpersonal relationships, your bonds and your contracts, finding balance and harmony and justice in your spaces and your facets and all the hats you wear and all the thrones you sit on and all the titles that you feel entitled to having. All those things, pay attention to how they balance and harmonize with each other and with your essential self. Now let's talk about what's astrologically happening. Sunrise. Oh, we had a 0% wine and crescent moon. Happy Gemini new moon, folks. We are in Gemini tropically. Our thought process is on our community and communication on our throat chakra. That's space of invocation, like traveling here, finding focus. You guys have all these opportunities. You got all these lanes that you could ride in to show you that the universe can support anything and everything you want to do. You just have to trust, and you have to have some direction. This is exciting to know that the universe is here to support any and everything you're here to do. Just pick one and go that way. Okay, we're in Taurus in the Vedic and constellation space, so that is the energy of the materializing. In the 4th house with it, we are applying this energy to home and family, our internal self, our relationship with our intuitive self, our feminine energy, our shay. Sunrise at 5:30 a.m. and setting at 8:26 p.m. The moon and Venus are at minimal angle today at 6:51 a.m. The moon is 3.9 degrees north-northwest, conjunction at 9:17 a.m. With the moon being 4.1 degrees north, and notice it's not visible as the moon enters this new moon phase. New moon at 8:38 a.m. And this is when the moon is between the sun and the earth, and no, it's not visible. Then the evening visibility of the moon happens tonight, so the new moon doesn't stay for too long. Pallas enters Libra constellation at 4:58 p.m. Pallas rules over the genius-like qualities of yourself that you overlook. So right now, as a collective, they're in Libra. So a lot of you guys have been overlooking your ability to find balance, harmony, and justice. A lot of you guys have been overlooking your interpersonal relationships and making sure that the scales are even with those, your relationships with other people, and your relationships with other parts of yourself. Right? Your higher and lower self. A lot of people want to sit in the higher self all day long and say, oh, we got to get rid of the lower self. We got to kill the ego. No, God gave you all those parts, not for you to start killing and chopping shit off. Stop being weird. You're no different than the people out here moving BBLs. You're just doing it on a non-physical level. And it doesn't change shit, because when you go through your metamorphosis, as you still will, because you still have your numbers, you still have your stars, you still have your pinnacles and your modes of transformations within yourself, you're still going to experience that native energy, regardless of how much you try to BBL your aura. Try again later. But Pallas wants you to know, hey, all that shit you thinking you can't find balance and justice in, all that shit you thinking you can't harmonize and stuff, you overlooking your ability to really like utilize your heart chakra to really balance scales. And it's fucking you up. You're really overlooking your ability to balance the scales in your interpersonal relationships and have these conversations. And it's really fucking you up. You got the power, baby. Mars is 0.5 degrees of Omicron PSC, which is a 4th magnitude star. It's about 100 times brighter than our star. It's actually over 100 times brighter than our star. And it's over 300 light years away. And Mars is going to be over there. So, you know, solar plexus chakra, motivation, ambition, assertiveness, aggressiveness. All that stuff is like on 1,000 right now. You'll feel it brighter and brighter, especially as more energy starts to enter and, you know, balancing between that, I can't talk for some reason. More energy starts to go into Cancer as we start to move from Gemini to Cancer, from the air into the water and go more into ourselves. You'll see more of your motivation spaces. You really wanting to keep to them and nurture them and cultivate them. But in the meantime, let's be present. We are in a space where Mars is at its brightest. Pay attention to your gut. Your gut health is key here. The gut controls the mind. How are you being motivated? Where's your ambition? Where's your assertive places? What triggers you? You know what I'm saying? Also, your sensual, sexual self, you know, is on 1,000 in this space too, especially as all these placements enter Gemini and you start getting a whole bunch of avenues of opportunity for that heart chakra. Be mindful, be careful. Stay focused. You know what you want. You know, somebody told me last night, make decisions today because you're 5 years from now, you'll be affected by them. So be present, make those decisions today for your future self. I love you guys so much. Message me if you would like a personal reading. Ashe.